Oh, good morning. It is the Saturday version of the Rise and Shine off-brand Pringles. Good morning or good afternoon, I guess, for where you are. Zero G Genetics. Good morning. So this is the morning Rise and Shine. I do this every morning. I go live. Now it's typically for members only, but on Saturdays it's open to everyone. Winsong, good morning. Hey, lover. For those of you in the chat you don't know, Winsong is my wife. Sweet Joe Parks is here. Terry is here. A lot of the channel members are here. Again, this is an open live on Saturdays. We do this every morning, just kind of chew the cud a little bit, have some coffee, and usually just kind of talk about some behind the scenes stuff of the Still in the Clear YouTube channel, things that might be going on, things I'm doing this week, things I'm planning later. That's kind of what we do. So I hope everyone's doing all right. Hope everyone's morning is going well. Donnie, good morning. Stephen, good morning. So I've got my coffee here. I've been working all morning on, well, first of all, when I got here this morning, I got here just a little bit before 7, and there's a big water main break outside, so we have no water here today until they get it fixed. But water just flooding the ditches out in front of the Home Brew Center. Everything I know about this craft, I know from you. Hats off to you, sir. Oh man, that's great to hear, man. Thank you. I'm glad that the content I've put out has been helpful for you. I've got to kind of straighten this up a little bit here. I feel like it's too low. I'm also gonna go get my my little side table so I can set my coffee on it. Be right back. There we go. I should have already had that set up. But one of the things I've been working on is putting our Still in the Clear products, our kits, and just some of the things on Amazon, and finally got through the approval process to be a seller on Amazon yesterday, or last night I got the approval. And so this morning I've been working on, I thought it was going to be pretty simple, just, create a product listing and throw some products on Amazon, but no, it's not going to be that simple. I found out this morning there's all kinds of extra hoops I've got to jump through. I'll be doing a cleaning run on my new all-rounder from Clawhammer Supply. Awesome. That is awesome. Clawhammer is a good company. They supply a lot of stills to a lot of people and other things, not just stills. Will it hurt my corn mash if I add nutrients, extra yeast nutrients? I'm using data yeast and both amylase. It will not hurt anything if you add extra nutrients. Depending on your recipe, you may or may not need it, but if you add it and don't need it, it doesn't hurt anything. Stuart Powell, good job on Amazon now. Yeah, not on Amazon yet. I've still got to create the product listings, which I'm finding out is going to be quite a chore in and of itself, but I did get approved, so our products will be going up soon, hopefully. And I was going to start a mash this morning, but since we have no water here, I'll probably put that off either till later today if the water gets turned on quickly or gets repaired quickly. There's a main water line break outside. If not, I'll put that off till Monday, I guess. Terry says for Colton, it might speed up the fermentation, which is true. It might, certainly might do that. Anybody else making some mash this morning or this weekend, or maybe you got a run going this weekend? Spring water. No, it isn't spring water when we're making mashes here at the shop. Certain things I will buy bottled spring water for, like the wines and the meads, and the beer that we did. But for the moonshine, I don't usually worry about the spring water. I have used city water in the past, and it's fine. At least the city water here. I guess I probably can't speak to that for all city water. Doing a vinegar and sack run for my Philbilly Beaver Lombardi Thumper attachment. That's awesome. That's a mouthful. Will you be looking to ship to the UK in the future? It won't be the near future. I would like to. I've looked into it a number of times, and I can't seem to figure out how to get that cost down to where it's, affordable. A 6-grain bourbon mash tonight. That's awesome. Mashed in 30 pounds of blue corn yesterday. Sweet. So a lot of people doing some stuff. I got a brand new copper still. Should I put a metal plate between the thumper and pot, or flame directly to pot? Going to be doing my vinegar run today. I'm not following exactly what that question is, but it sounds like what you're asking is putting a plate between the thumper and the pot to keep the heat from the pot heating up the thumper. In which case I say no, don't put that in there, because your thumper's got to heat up to temperature anyway. Do you get all the price if I order from Amazon, or do you get more if I order directly from Still in the Clear? So it depends, Joe. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to handle that just yet. Amazon does keep a cut of the profit for listing on their site, which is totally fair. And I will either the prices of the product on Amazon will be a little higher than they are on the website if you go directly to the website. Or I will just effectively accept the little bit of a loss. It's not a huge amount, so I'm not worried about it. But if you're asking that just to help us out, so you know where to order it, I'll tell you, Joe, it probably would be better for Still in the Clear if, when our products go up on Amazon, if you ordered them directly from Amazon and left us a review, because that helps the ranking of our product. So it would be helpful, even if we don't get all of the profit. It would be more helpful if you purchase from Amazon and leave us a review. That would be helpful. That's where I get all my grain kits. Well, good. That's where I get all my grain. It's well good. No thumper. No, not thumper. So put a diffusing plate between your flame and your pot. If that's what you're asking, then I don't think that's necessary either. If you're using like propane or anything like that. The only caveat to that would be if your burner, if you can't turn it down low enough to correctly maintain the drip rate that you're looking for, then some sort of diffuser would probably help with that. Scamazon, LOL. That's funny. Don't use Amazon. I use Amazon all the time. Good morning, Joe Goodman. Good morning. Purchase from Amazon at least once to have a review. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I know you love Amazon, Joe. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Joe accidentally ordered some stuff on Amazon and shipped it here. Yeah, I get it. I've got a number of different shipping addresses on our account too, and sometimes ship things. We have shipped things to the house that should have gone to the shop, and now we pretty much just ship everything to the shop. It kind of makes it easier. Even if we're just, even if it's just Winsong buying herself something pretty. I use eBay and use Made in US filter. We are we are not on eBay. Maybe someday. I like to try and tackle one project at a time. Well, I say that, but I like to try and tackle only about a dozen projects at a time. And right now, tackling the eBay marketplace would be too much, I think. 29 people in the chat. And so for those of you in the chat that don't know, we go live every morning for what we call the Rise and Shine. And it's just sitting here just like this, talking about whatever we're talking about. But it is normally Monday through Friday for members only. We do have a channel membership. You get some extra perks. It's like $1.99 if you want to join the channel. And you get special emojis that we use in the chat that you can also use to comment on regular videos. And you get badges. If you see the folks down here like Joe Parks and Scott Bryant with the STC badge, you get a special badge, a little recognition. And then we do like, what do they call it? Exclusive content that are for members only. In fact, I'm probably going to be recording another one today. So, we did a run of vodka in the live stream. Wait a minute. No, that wasn't in the live stream. I made a video about how to make vodka. And in those long form videos, I do not usually include the blending the cuts and the final proofing and all of that. And so I make those exclusive content for the members. So I'm going to be blending that vodka run today and deciding, what proof it's going to be and all that. Let's see. Yeah, I sort of over Amazon it, but it's so much more convenient than going shopping. Yeah, you're fine, baby. Would you use pectic enzymes on frozen fruits? I would. I know you hear a lot that freezing fruit does the same thing that pectic enzymes does. And I think that is only true to a certain extent. I do think you get some extra pectin, pectin breakdown using the enzymes that you don't get from simply freezing. So yes, I do use pectic enzymes even on frozen fruit. And you get the diaper emoji, that's right. The diaper emoji with the smiley face on it. "26 people in the chat. Glad to have all of you in here. Thanks for showing up. This live, we usually go live in the mornings only, it's typically about 30 minutes, sometimes slightly less, sometimes slightly over. But it's just a way for us to connect a little bit more and for the channel members to get some inside scoop on what's going on with Still in the Clear, some behind the scenes kinds of fun. Let's see, today is Saturday, so I'm pretty excited because I think Tuesday or Wednesday we should be getting our heirloom corn in. We had a whole bunch of pre-orders for that heirloom corn, probably I think like 500 pounds worth of pre-orders, so I'm excited to be able to get those out to everybody, start selling them here in the store. The Heritage Grain Kickoff went really well. Lots of pre-orders and pretty excited about that. Also going to be putting that on Amazon, and so you'll be able to buy them on the Still in the Clear website, on Amazon, or here in the store. And then we're also selling them, if you're local to the Fort Smith area, if you want to buy 50 bags at a time and pick it up here, you get a great deal, great price if you want to buy it in bulk and pick it up so that it doesn't have to get shipped. What's been my favorite mash? Oh man, that's a tough one. So I think I could probably classify a number of different favorites in different ways. So as far as the mash that I had the most fun with and and enjoyed it, it's probably the pechuga. That was a lot of fun making the pechuga, and I expected not to like it at all, and I did like it. So that's one of my favorites. One of my favorites as far as just a tried and true easy recipe would be either the super simple beginner's kit or the easy beginner bourbon kit. Those just because they're so easy to do and they have such a great flavor compared to what it is that they are, very simple recipes. As far as my favorite in terms of being surprised at how good it turned out, that would be the breakfast cereal bourbon. Um, so yeah, I think those. Let's see. We made about 2 years ago. We made what was that? Hmm. We made a mountain brandy with oats, corn, and peaches and strawberries, and that came out really good. That was one of my favorites. Terry dropping some of the custom emojis, the corn, the still, the mason jar. So Paul McKinley says that's SBR. I'm assuming you mean that was one of your favorites. And Joe Parks, breakfast cereal mash. I'm assuming you're meaning that was one of your favorites. Is it true that if it burns red, you're dead, but if it burns blue, it's good for you? So there is some truth to the if it burns red, you're dead. And that comes from back in the day during Prohibition when some of the moonshiners and bootleggers were using car radiators as condensers and had a lot of lead in it, and the lead is what gave it kind of a red color when you burned it. So that part is true. And if it burns blue, it's good for you. That's somewhat of a misconception because there are a lot of things that burn blue that aren't good for you. But I think it's very safe to say that if you make some moonshine and you light it on fire and it's all blue, then you know you're going to be fine for lots of different reasons, and it's just kind of a fun test. But it is absolutely not a test that you depend on. It's fun to do and it looks really cool, but that's not the way to know that you're making good liquor. Just good practices and knowing what you're doing, and you don't even have to worry about it. Winson says she'll always choose a mountain brandy. Yeah, that is Mama's favorite. Terry says red equals lead. Correct. So, I was going to say something else. Oh, so if you were in the live stream, every Thursday night, we do a live stream where we're making something. It's me and Zach. And this past week, we tasted our beer that we had made and then made another batch of that same beer. And I took a bottle home to Winsong, and she loved it. So that's a good indication to me that we made a good beer, because she's she's much more discerning with taste, you know, what she eats and drinks. She's much more discerning than I am. I thought it was great, but I'm also not terribly picky. So when Winsong said she loved it, that that was a good indication that it really is a good beer. You mean we don't use radiators as worms anymore? I'll be right back. LOL. That's funny. Yeah, we don't do that. We shouldn't do that. I assume no one's doing that. Lead just really isn't the problem that it once was. Um, you know, manufacturers don't use lead in things like they used to use lead in freaking everything. And so it's not really something we have to worry about anymore. Oh yes, she loved it and wanted more. Yeah, and there was one bottle left. Me, Zach, and Adam. With that batch, we made a gallon, which made like 10 bottles, and we killed it that night. Saved one for Mama, and that was it. But we did make a 3-gallon batch, so that'll make like 30 to 32 beer, and then probably in a couple of weeks make another 5-gallon batch. And then that is also probably the recipe that we are going to give one of the local brewers down the road from us, just a few blocks. Fort Smith Brewing Company has agreed to do a commercial sized batch of our beer and can it, so that we have canned beer at the Moonshiner Festival, the Shine On Festival that's coming up in October, which will be pretty cool and fun just to have our own branded beer at the Moonshine Festival. It's hard to find lead solder these days. Yeah, you have to go somewhere other than, you know, something like a Home Depot or Lowe's, because hardware stores and lumber yards, they don't sell it. So selfish, yeah. Jason Acosta's in the house. Good to see you, brother. So yeah, a lot going on. Going to get our beer in a commercial run in cans. That'll be fun. We're going to have, the can is going to be specially labeled and branded with the Homebrew Center stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Named Stillness the Beer. That's funny. Yeah, we haven't come up with a name yet. We'll be working on that. Any thoughts on coming to Farm to Bottle Festival in Ohio? Probably not. We probably won't be at the Farm to Bottle. I would like to hit that one sometime. Hell, we haven't even been to Maggie Valley yet, but there just always seems to be so much going on. I just can't really afford to travel and leave and go, you know, somewhere for a festival, which I hate, but maybe in the future. Oh, look at there. Who was that? Let me scroll back down. Oh yeah, Rick gifted 5 Still in the Clear memberships. Thank you, brother. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. So Rick and Clifton, those two especially are always gifting memberships. We've got right now, I think we have somewhere around 65 channel members, which is awesome. And these 5 probably make 70. And I'm still learning how the channel membership stuff works, and I'm still like considering what kind of extra perks I can give the members for the membership to make sure it's worth it for somebody to pay $1.99 to be a member. There's also a $4.99 or a $5.99 tier, but honestly, right now it's not much different than the $1.99 tier. But in the future, it will be. I think someone, it might have been Clifton, talked about giving free access to members to all of Winsong's recipes. She does have a recipe book that'll be coming out soon. For those of you that don't know, she makes the best post-flavored moonshine on the planet, and she's got a recipe book coming out. free hugs. I love free hugs. Everybody loves free hugs. I don't know anyone that doesn't. So I think, I'm trying to think if there's any new behind the scenes stuff, but I don't think there is. It's getting put on Amazon, getting our products on Amazon, which I mentioned earlier, getting our beer recipe commercially canned, is a new thing, and I think that's all that's going on right now. Clinton. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, brother. I'm always switching from Clinton to Clifton. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. That's funny. I'm just a tree hugger, though. Oh, well, nothing wrong with that either. People in jail don't like the free hugs? Yeah, that might be true. It's all good. I get a laugh. Yeah, it's the same with me. A lot of people call me Silas instead of Cyrus, and I don't ever correct them. I just answer. It happens a lot here in the shop.
See, it's coming to flood out there.
Yeah, I saw that earlier this morning. Main water line broke. I called it in. I think they finally showed up.
What's everybody doing in there? There's Joe, I see.
Good morning to Zach. Are you starting your single malt soon? So I was actually planning on starting it this morning, but we don't have any water here right now, so that might have to wait till Monday.
May not for some time.
Yeah, there's a river running down the road out
That's
there.
a main, they said.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
About 2 swimming pools probably every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Windsong says, nice hairdo, Zach.
Oh, thank you.
Jason says, good morning, Zach.
Good morning, Jason.
It's the still in the clear moat. Yeah, Gordon says it's the still in the clear moat. We're gonna need a drawbridge soon.
Yeah, we're not far from it.
37 people in the live right now. Thank you for joining.
Hell yeah.
This live is normally for members only. Friday or Monday through Friday, and then Saturdays we go live. I'm not going to be able to read anything from that far back. Just trying to get you in the picture there. Give Zach a hat, please. Golly, you guys.
Y'all don't like it? Boy, they really let me have it in there this morning.
Yeah, lots of, in the live, lots of shit talk going on in the live this week too. That was pretty funny.
It's been unprecedented.
Yeah. Even the Duke was getting in on it, which is
I like that.
yeah, kind of a rare thing for the Duke, but I was loving it.
What are we, man, what are we gonna do about this water?
Nothing.
Yeah,
I'm not doing shit
that's
about
true.
it.
I'm not hopping off of the ditch.
Yeah. My plumbing days are over. In all fairness, we harassed Zach good on Thursday.
I was good, and y'all did good there.
Yeah, for sure. Which is all in fun, and he knows it's all in fun. No feelings get hurt.
You guys can't tell me anything I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror, okay?
Yeah. So I was telling them about the Amazon deal. We got approved to be a seller on Amazon, and I thought I was gonna come in this morning and just start figuring out how to start putting products on there. And, yeah, it's not gonna be that easy. Lots of extra hoops still to jump through.
Oh, no.
Yeah. In fact, for some of it, I need your help, but,
Okay.
we'll get through it and get that stuff on the biggest marketplace in the world.
Pretty excited to be the only heirloom corn for sale on Amazon. Yeah, excited about it.
How are y'all doing? Is there any case where you distill a wash before it has completely finished fermenting, maybe for more flavor or something? So I don't, when I'm distilling early, I'm not doing it for more flavor. I'm doing it because
Ran out of time.
sometimes it's because I ran out of time, like I'm doing a video and I'm kind of on a time crunch anyway, and maybe it gets down to 1.010 and I run it anyway. In fact, the vodka was like that. It wasn't quite down and I decided to go ahead and run it. Or, for example, we've got a corn liquor back here that's been fermenting forever and I'm just tired of waiting on it. And Thursday we're running it. I know it's gonna be close enough by Thursday. I'm not gonna wait another 18 weeks for it to finish. I mean, at the pace it's been going, it would still take a while to get all the way done and I'm just not gonna wait. We're gonna be running it Thursday.
Did we take a starting gravity on that after we dumped all that dextrose into it? Or did we just kind of back figure it off the dextrose?
Yeah, we just kind of back figured it. It's probably 1070. It's probably where it started, roughly.
I was wondering if somehow it didn't just end up a little high and, but I don't know.
I mean,
It's
that's
kind of
possible
all
because we didn't measure how much water we actually put in it. Just by the size of the barrel, we were thinking that's 40 gallons.
It's probably
And
8-ish
maybe
inches
it's
of grain
low.
in the bottom of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's everybody doing this weekend? Y'all got any plans? I think we're like here all weekend.
I don't know. I haven't talked to Mama about that yet.
Oh, my bad.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking since there's no water here, maybe we do a lot of that today. We're not gonna be running anything or
Oh,
making
that's true.
anything.
That's true.
But we're, to prepare for all the extra grain that we're about to have in-house with the heirloom corns, 5 new product SKUs on the website, plus getting ready for Amazon and a possible onslaught of orders when that happens. We are redoing our shipping room and building a bunch more shelves, and we've kind of been thinking we're probably gonna have to do that on a Sunday, but I think maybe we'll be able to do that today. And at least get most of it done and then maybe finish up Monday morning, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh, I can't keep up. Too stingy to waste the alcohol. Don't ever rush. That's probably the better choice.
Yeah. And for most people, like, it would just never be an issue because it's not like, I mean, I don't know, maybe if they have to run on the weekend, they work, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it still being a problem for other people.
Had a mash stall and ran it before it was finished. Tasted terrible. Dead yeast taste. Ugh. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of it tasting terrible.
That doesn't sound good.
Slept in a bit. Going to babysit the God kids and make them some dinner.
Nice.
My A is sticking.
Sorry about that. You should
That
see a
sounds-
doctor, Scott.
Sounds terrible.
You should go check that out with a medical professional.
My youngest son and daughter are riding in a Mardi Gras parade. Now that sounds fun.
That's pretty cool. Is it that time of year already? It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed
First of
what
March.
heirloom corns are you going to offer? I'm sure you've said it before. So we have Hickory King,
Bloody Butcher.
Bloody Butcher, Jimmy Red,
Blue Hybrid.
Blue Hybrid, and one more. What
Did you
was
say Hickory King Truckers?
Truckers. Truckers' favorite white. What do you like about heirloom corn versus regular? I'll be honest with you. I can't wait to start trying to find out what I like about it.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of great things about it, but this will be the first time I've ever used it. So I'm pretty excited about it. I've heard the flavors are quite different. I've heard that the mouthfeel is quite different. So I'm pretty excited to try it.
Yeah, I mean, I think First off, there's absolutely nothing wrong with just a good old yellow dent corn.
Yeah.
But I think I'm kind of most excited to see how different does your final product end up if you're using kind of the same yellow dent corns you've been running for
Yeah.
a long time, and
Yeah.
you know,
Joe's going to be doing his first sacrificial run. That's pretty exciting.
nice,
Already did the vinegar run.
nice.
Scott says, really different. Blue corn is way different than yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun trying a bunch of different stuff, making a bunch of different videos, putting together some different ingredients kits on the website with it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
my suspicion is that it will age different too.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of fun to see. Is there one that lends itself better to wood aging? I mean, you know,
Right.
just kind of playing around with that side of it too.
What's the best sacrificial run to make? There isn't a best. It's a sacrificial run. It really doesn't even matter. Like, it matters zero.
Just go get a bottle of Gym Clear and.
Yeah, you can.
How big's a steel?
Yeah,
That's probably the question. Like, depending on the size of your still, you know.
that's true. That's true. Blue corn and any fruit. Oh yeah, so
Mountain Brandy Blue Corn.
yeah. Yeah, there's so many new possibilities having that corn. I need to find some purple corn so I can make some purple and gold
As a
corn.
Louisiana guy.
Yo,
It's an LSU thing.
yo, Tigers.
I didn't even finish reading it. I knew there was going to be a whole bunch of X's and U's and.
Or finding the right wood for their heirloom you stilled too. Yeah. A 5-gallon still? Yeah, so
Yeah.
sacrificial run, you really only have to run 2 or 3 gallons. Well, depending on your electric element, if you have one of those. But, 3 gallons, you could just go buy a gallon of Gym Clear
Yeah.
and add 2 gallons of water to it and do that. That's simple and easy.
Just dilute it down to like 40 proof. I would recommend if you don't have any faints laying around. Just,
Oh, Colton says 13 gallon. Yeah, so in that case, just making a straight sugar wash. Because 13 gallons, that's quite a bit more.
yeah.
Timmy, yo, Tigers.
Man, where are all these Louisiana people coming from?
Jason dropping in custom emoji. Shine on.
Y'all must have. Man, maybe it was the hog shirt. It was getting them all stirred up.
That might be it, yeah. That's right, you were wearing it during the live.
What was that?
That was one of the things Duke was giving you shit about. I don't remember what he said
Yeah,
about your shirt.
I don't
but
think
it
he
was
knew
something.
what that was at all. Like,
Probably not, yeah.
yeah. Timer on, 34 people watching, 16 likes. Let's hit the like button. Heck yeah.
Bullet James is always in there getting it.
Dude, he's a little.
Get them likes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always on it.
Yeah, he's getting on them. I like it.
Yeah, well, there's an extra like. We're at 17 now. Thank
Yeah,
you
there
for
you
the
go.
likes.
You
Appreciate it.
swayed somebody.
I'm in Michigan and it's way too cold to run in my garage, so I'm in my house. I mean, we've ran in our house before.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have finally got the nice weather here. The cold shit went away. I'm so happy for that.
Yeah. It was getting pretty old, I'm not gonna lie. I normally look forward to winter too. And it was just
I don't ever look forward to winter. Not me.
yeah. These 70 plus degree days here have really spoiled my ass. I hope that shit's gone for good.
I don't hear the water running up there. Oh no, it's still running.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Should we show them?
I guess to it.
Check out this craziness. See if they can see that. It's got that ditch filled up. Time will tell.
That guy truck's been sitting there for like 45 minutes.
Well, and that's an AOG truck too. He's with the gas company. They've got something in that ditch.
He's got to make sure the backhoe.
I guess so. They're gonna have to dig that out, and they're trying to shut it off up the road, but 5 inches of snow on the ground. Oof.
After suffering 1,000 degrees during winter or during summer.
That's how I feel. That's normally how it goes. Like it's super, super hot, super humid here. We're in the river valley of Arkansas, and so there is a ton of water around us. It's, you know, we're not telling Jason anything because like
Right.
Louisiana, but yeah.
Windsong says, wasn't fun when the fermenter took my place by the wood stove. Yeah, so in the wintertime, she would just kind of huddle next to the wood stove, and then, you know, we had a mash sitting there for a while. Took her spot.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Priorities though, you know.
Priorities, that's right.
Yeah, Donnie, it's a mess out there, brother.
Well, we've been here 42 minutes. That's about the length of the lives that we normally do. I'm glad everyone was in here. If you are interested in seeing this live stream every morning, Monday through Saturday, be sure and click that join button down below. Join the channel memberships. There's some extra perks in there for you. I've got 15 gallons of molasses. Oh my goodness. Roll that. Wash that that's been going for 2 weeks. Went from 1090 to 1030. Can't wait to run it. But it's been really cold up in Canada. Ambient temp 70 in my house. So one thing you have to consider also when doing a rum wash or when doing molasses, there is a lot of times there is unfermentable sugars in molasses, and it will never get to 1.00, so that is a possibility. Let's see, cheers guys, great. Next to the heater. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and jump off here. We will see you guys Monday morning.
Later.
Figure out, there we go.